Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me here. Oh God, I always get very excited to get into new energy because I'm Aquarius rising, and I just feel the energy every time I do Aquarius reading. It just somehow it feels right. I don't know, it's just different. It just vibes differently. Anyway, so thank you so much for joining me here again. And if you're a newcomer, hopefully you enjoy this ride. This is gonna be in depth. I kind of delve deep into it so we kind of figure out what is the situation is, and also I try to provide a different perspective so that you can that can help narrating what's going on in your life. You already know that, so I just try to give a different perspective on that. Okay, if you like this kind of things, hopefully you stay tuned, and thank you so much again. Okay, without any further delay, let's get a little choppy today, no? The energy, yeah, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Just get to the business. All right. Let's get a major arcana for you. What is the major energy that you're gonna be dealing with this month, or dealing with? Okay. Lovers. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I was feeling kind of choppy. I was feeling kind of. Okay, let's see how this go. Lovers. Yeah. Some kind of. Definitely some kind of soul connection that you are. You know. It, it's not just, I don't like to define, but it's not just love and relationship. There is a difference. Relationship we do because we kind of figure out whether we're gonna working out, whether it's gonna work out or not, pros and cons, all this kind of subconsciously or consciously is there. It's like, are we compatible, this and that. But love is something, especially that when lovers, it's very spiritual. It's very, you just open up. There is no calculation there. You just open up because there is and lovers also comes with a lot of withholding, because we are not used to just open ourselves up to people. We have our guards on. It's like a self defense mechanism. Sometimes it's over excessive. That's when it become toxic. But that's why the lovers and devil is just a mirror image of one another, just a different, because that's why love and toxicity kind of goes hand in hand if you don't know where is the silver line in between. So anyway, but with the lovers, I feel like this is something very spiritual, very, you had no other choice other than opening yourself up to them, or them to you. It's like a certain kind of new idea or new way of being, opening up that gate to really flood into you. And that's what lovers is, because their body language is very open. They're ready to open up and accept, ready to open up and receive and accept one another. And it could be, in love relationship or project based or whatever, take it as it resonates. I'm just gonna say how I feel. And I feel like the energy is that you are opening yourself up. You're opening yourself up. There is a sense of surrendering that I'm getting. All right, let's put this into back into this, and then we're gonna get different oracle card and to see what are the major energy canopying over here, and then we are gonna get more detail into the situation. Oh, come on. I'm little, I don't know, your energy is little. Like I said, I'm kind of surprised to see this. Maybe that's why it's kind of you are a little bit on edge right now, because maybe you are not used to this kind of emotional. It's not only lovers, it's not really just emotional spiritual is like a opening up to somebody completely, surrender. It's not just emotional, physical or spiritual. It's like combination of both. And maybe you're not used to that, because I'm to be honest, my energy is very choppy and kind of nervy. I feel like I'm a little bit of caffeine. I don't drink coffee, so I did not drink, but it feels like that. Anyway, maybe it's kind of mouse, yeah, mouse, yeah. You're like, oh my god, I maybe, you are a kind of person, who has like multiple things to do. Your mind is like, oh, I'm gonna do that, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But all of a sudden, this kind of connection, this kind of pull that you feel like they have been feeling, and finally you are surrendering this month. I feel like this is you have been feeling that, and finally you are like, and look at this mouse is like looking at this lover, is like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do, am I even ready? I never handle that much of huge project. I just know how to bite that shoe, and how to get how to buy, make a hole on the cereal box. I know that, but I just don't know how to make a whole meal and eat it. Well, am I ready? It's like that kind of trepidation. Maybe that's why I was getting that kind of unnerve, kind of on edge kind of energy for you. Let's get another card from us. But I feel like it's just there. It whether you're ready or not, it's there. This your inner subconsciously you are calling for this, like this surrender to another person, complete devotion, like really, like you feel that connection has that potential where you can submit yourself. Okay. Firefly and Cobra. Yeah, there is a lot of spiritual. I told you, like the lovers is spiritual, even though maybe on surface you are like, okay, Firefly is a air fire sign. No, it's air sign actually. Firefly is a air like you, and Cobra is a fire, which is both of them, but both of them has this kind of light in them and had this kind of spiritual understanding to maneuver through the darkness. Maneuver through, it doesn't have to be darkness every time, maneuver through that you have unknown, maneuver through unknown, let's say that. And I definitely, with the Lover's card right there, this is something, it doesn't happen every day, this kind of love doesn't happen every day. Well, you may think, I had this relationship last summer. Well, there is a difference between lovers kind of love and relationship, so I'm not saying anything bad or good, it's just different. And like with Firefly, and so I feel like that you are very much, you recognize this love. That's why, because you are spiritual, your inner guidance is guiding you, that this is something that you don't have to be fearful of. You can just submit yourself, you can just surrender yourself. This kind of nudge, this kind of like sign and the call that you are feeling inside, but outside you are like little nervous. You was like, okay, can I really pull it off? Am I even, oh, we are gonna see what's going on. That's why maybe the energy coming in. But you are clear, you are very much clear about this connection, Aquarius, and that's beautiful. Most of the time we are so preoccupied with our daily day, like how you're gonna, there is like, what are you gonna do, how you're gonna get this thing done, how you're gonna this that thing done. It just occupy our mind so much. Oh my god, I'm sorry about this hammering sound. So it's very sometimes we just preoccupied with our own problems so much that we don't even realize that how good things come to our way, and we just let it go because we are not ready to see anything. There is like, other day I was reading this, it's like they're saying that in our society we are so busy in surviving that we don't know how to achieve. And achievement, not the external conquering, achieving and just putting in your bio or CV and impress others. Achieving like your own journey, achieving something that you would be really proud of. It's very hard for us to do that because we are so busy in surviving. And I'm so happy to see that, to be honest, seriously, that you are spiritually guided, and you recognize this love, you recognize this connection, you recognize that you are willing to open yourself up, even though externally maybe you are not ready, maybe you think that you are not ready, maybe this is too big, you never handle. Because like I said, this kind of love doesn't come, knock on our door every other day. Otherwise there will be no value, right? Because it's like not everybody can handle this, because we are not prepared to handle this kind of love, this kind of openness to another person. We are still learning. We are very emotionally stunted, especially in, like, yeah, in our latest culture and latest socio-economic scenario that we live in. We are emotionally very stunted, so it doesn't happen all the time. So you are a little timid on outside, but please do know that inside you are all lit up. You're spiritual. Your spirit knows what you are doing. So don't second doubt or anything. You know, when we become parents, like, I mean, not everybody become parents, but whenever people become parents first time, they don't know how to handle the another human being. We can hardly manage ourselves. We have so many, it takes an entire lifetime to know ourselves. Just imagine how much they will feel like a mouse. They will, am I ready to, I don't know, I have so much chaos in my life that I need to figure out. Maybe I can like put it under the rug and present it that everything under control, but I know the truth, and am I ready to welcome, like, how, that kind of. But it's like the same thing. I'm not saying that you are parent or anything. I'm just saying that that's the same kind of sense, that you haven't done that, but you are ready to embrace it. Okay, I got it. Yeah, and look what you got. We got abracadabra. Something magical, something that you have never. And number is 334 breaking down to 7. 7 is another spiritual card. Spiritual, second is another, and 7th house in our, like, on our astrological chart is all about possibility. It's all about expansion. It's all about making things that you thought that not possible. Like, so it's like abracadabra is like it's like this abracadabra. That sounds so nice to pronounce. Feels so good. Like, yeah, this kind of something big, something bigger than everything is spiritual card here. Lovers, abracadabra, then cobra and firefly. Abracadabra, cobra. There is a rhyme right there. If you're into this, I'm sorry, I'm just having fun. Seriously, it just feels so nice, even though on outside you're a little, oh my god, can we do this, oh my god, that kind of, oh no, but you are looking at it, you are not shying away, but inside you are all lit up. You know exactly that you are gonna surrender. You know exactly. No matter what I say, no matter what you want to hear, you know exactly. If you are being truthful to yourself, you know exactly that you are gonna surrender to this. All right, let's get. I cannot believe, when I started this reading, I was like, I feel kind of aggressive, I feel kind of angry, which is, seriously, that's not my typical energy at all. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Let's get in. And I actually thought, okay, maybe I need to do some meditation and then I'm gonna come back, because I don't know whether it's my energy. I don't want to bring my own energy into your energy. And then I thought, no, it's not mine, and I felt drawn to do this. And now look at this, what's going on. See, you never know, Aquarius, and there is a bigger world rather than what you see in our 3D world, and you know that. You know the magic of higher mind. So I need not to tell you that. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else we have. We have 8 of Swords. Okay. You have been in that mind. You have been in that. Oh my god, how pathetic that would be for you. How not pathetic. How pathetic is not right word. Pardon me. How constricted that would be for you. Oh my god. Aquarius, I understand. You don't. You are so free-minded. And being in an 8 of Swords, like thinking different things, thinking about all these things, thinking like, oh, I cannot, like so many different perspective kind of binding you, making you this immobility, that exhausted you. That's why you are ready. You're ready, like, you know what? If I don't open that gate, I will be suffocated within this kind of periphery. So I better open it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You are realizing that life is bigger than today. life is bigger than immediate recuperance, right? Feel life is bigger than immediate gratification. You may be thinking, because you think that I never handle this kind of bigger kind of thing, I never open myself up, so I never surrender to myself, I will lose control. How can people lose control? All these things was coming to your mind, or it just making you feel like, oh no, I don't want to go anywhere, I just want to sit in my safety corner in my room, and I just want to let it pass by me. But it did not happen because you cannot be just tied down in your room and sit in the corner. That's not you. If you are heavy Aquarius, if you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, any of the inner planet is in Aquarius, there is no way that you can just be comfortable just sitting in the room and just let this thing by. You need to experience this. You need to experience the expansion of human mind and expansion of human heart that we can do. But it really kept you captive for quite a while, and now you're like saying like, okay, you know what, okay mouse, whether you want or not, Firefly Cobra is nudging you. You need to go for this marathon. Go for it. Okay, too many cards, I'm not gonna take it. Too many. Look at this. 5, 7. I don't know, this month I'm getting this very different energy for air sign. Libra reading was way too long for my, I think that is the longest video I have ever done. I don't know, I just did not stop it. Could not stop it. It just flew differently. And yours is completely just what I thought, and what I'm getting is different. So it's like then again you see the pattern here. It's like control, letting go of control. I thought that it would be like this, but it becoming like this. Preconception, pre-understanding of a situation, letting go of that. That's what I'm getting for fire sign. Yeah, 8 of Wands. You are ready. You are ready to launch this on the ground. You are ready. Finally, you are ready. Again, ready is not the right word. Like I said, obviously, externally, you don't feel that confident, but spiritually, you are feeling that confidence, and you are kind of translating that spiritual confidence into reality. Whether externally, maybe it's not as supported as you would like to, but you are doing it anyway. 8 of Wands is like, like wands are, like these wands are not going anywhere. It's not like just anywhere. It's just there is a certain direction there, and it's landing in the ground. There in ground, there you can see the ground. It's like finally it manifesting into something which is tangible, which is like doable, which is like finally doing it. Maybe you have been in a situation and in connection with this person for a long period of time, but you always feel like this 8 of Swords kind of binded, kind of constricted. But now after a while you just make it. This is the time for you. Definitely this is the time for you. Okay, let's get more card. I really feel like that you are not, whatever happening, you feel like a little out of control. So don't let that make yourself not do it. That's the thing. Sometimes, in order to get in control, you need to let ourselves out of control. That's really true. That's really, really true. And it's a hard lesson that we learn in life. Star, look at this. You are in your card, in your reading, star, and it came right under this, all this Firefly, Cobra, and Mouse. It's saying that this is your universe is guiding you. Seriously, you understand there is like, you are not that ego satisfied kind of sign. To be honest, I'm generalizing you, but it's true. You understand that there is a bigger force than ourselves, and you are feeling that force right now. You are feeling that force, that this is something that you need to take part on. You need to take look at this. All of this is so spiritual card. I mean, what I can say, it's something that's gonna happen, and you feel that confidence innerly that it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna give you. It's not a bad transition. It's not gonna put you in trouble or something that it's only gonna it's gonna be for your good. It's gonna be for your very own good, and you feel that confidence. Let's get another card, then we're gonna get a layer of these cards. Okay, oh, King of Swords, beautiful, beautiful. You are seeing things. You're really seeing things, like abracadabra. It came right, like the spiritual. Sometimes you may feel that this is, like I said, it may feel like that you are not doing it in your control. It feel like something magical is happening and you have no control other than just let yourself go on this ride. But with King of Swords, you are like, your mind is sharp. You are the one of the most intelligent sign, one of the like in the Zodiac. Like you are like using your intellect. You are like understanding, like, okay, I'm letting myself go, but I'm not gonna let myself go without understanding. But you are understanding the nuance of this magic. That is so beautiful. That is like not controlling. That is like a awareness within the chaos. Not chaos. This is like, this is not a chaos. This is not, even though you're gonna feel out of control, you're gonna feel like something you cannot control, but this is not gonna feel like chaos. This is gonna feel like a ride of a lifetime. Like it's gonna feel like that you have never done that before. It's gonna feel unfamiliar, but it's not gonna feel chaos. I just wanna repeat on that until I stop, because I'm hearing it. It's not, please clarify, not gonna be chaos. And when you are riding this with the understanding and how it making you feel, how these things happening, that's like an extra bonus of clarity, and you can enjoy the ride more. Just imagine, even it is unfamiliar, if you understand why this unfamiliar feel unfamiliar to you, and if that unfamiliarity is not daunting you or not paralyzing you into fear, that's like, then the ride become more enjoyable. Then you enjoy the air, then you enjoy the adrenaline rush, then you enjoy all the senses that attribute into this ride. Otherwise you are like, oh my god, what's going on. So no, with the king of swords, you are like coming up to this understanding of unknowing, coming up this understanding of how to ride with unknown. That's the understanding you are getting. Beautiful. I'm gonna get this card, this stick. Take another layer. Three of Wands. Yes. Hold on. I'm gonna make more. Why everything is falling on the floor? And that has been happening for almost all of the reading I'm doing for this month. Is this something? Okay. Five of Cups kind of came like this. I'm just gonna put it upright, and then we can put another layer. Son of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. These two are looking back to each other, you see? You see that? Both of them are looking down. One is more contemplative, another is more sorrow, like sad, melancholic. And one is like, okay, how can I go to the next step? What should I do? One is looking towards light, another is looking away from light, but both looking down. Okay, I need to slow down in this layer, because there is a different, like not different, but there is this more concrete of this energized energy that we got in the beginning. More inner. got Death and Two of Wands. So Three of Wands, Two of Wands. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna slow down. My energy has changed, so I'm just gonna slow down. Okay, bear with me. So with Three of Wands here, right under the Eight of Swords and Lovers, I feel like from the get-go, you knew that there is a potential. You kind of, like foresee that this is something that will reduce your anxiety if you have a huge anxiety issue. And like, because it's kind of Three of Wands is narrowing down the wands suit. Wands are all about our forces, different forces, and when we have too many forces, we don't know where to focus. Three of Wands is narrowing down that. The more you narrow down, more focused you are, or more channeled your energies, is more beneficial for you, for your emotional, spiritual, and like material growth. And you knew that this is you foresee that this is something that gonna bring down all your anxiety and actually bring you more productive in your real life. But also because of the gigantic nature of this force, whether it's a relationship or however this lovers card is associating with you, because of the enormity of this force, it really put you in Eight of Swords. You did not know where to go, what to do, but you knew that from the beginning. And I think that with Eight of Wands, you are gonna communicate. There are gonna be a lot of communication. And that communication come from, and you may feel like that you are a little sad, and you feel that how could you, like how could you not see this kind of, how could you are sad because you put yourself in Eight of Swords situation. But okay, 2-8 back to back. Okay, I just realized that. And how see that from Eight of Swords to Eight of Wands, how this energy has shifted. So don't be, I feel like there's this Five of Cups, there is like a little self-blaming there. You may communicate, or like that you are feeling guilty about how could you put yourself in Eight of Swords when there is a Lovers on the other side calling you. How could you not see that? How could you put it? But then see, this is not that you did not see. It's not like that you did not see, but you are like not fearful. And fear is, we all are fearful at some point. And fear can be very good if you use it in a positive way. Every time we don't have to go like, oh, I'm ready all the time. Then that's like a no. Every emotion, every aspect of emotion is important. We just don't know when to stop. That's when it becomes toxic. But if you really feel a little fearful and little, like being a Aquarius, being a air sign, you need to make sense of things. Otherwise, it's very hard for you to jump into it. And I don't recommend that to do every time. Some situation, may need that, but not all the time. And if you are self-blaming yourself that how could I do that? How could I do that? If the person, like how could I did not see this, how could I did not act on this, how could I did not come to you before, how could I make you wait, or how could I make myself wait, like we are human, we do that, and that's how we learn. Even though it may feel like mistake at that point, but it is not, it's a learning curve, and you know that, Aquarius, you know that. So I don't want you to seriously, I feel your energy so deeply. I don't want you to feel this gloom over this decision that you made in past. But now with the Star card, and look at this Son of Pentacles, like you want to build this, you want to go for it. You are looking, even though you are coming at as mouse, you are little, like palpitation, like what I'm gonna do, but inside you are very solid. Son of Pentacles is the Pentacles, the most solid Pentacles knight in the knight group. And Pentacles is all about stability, and Son of Pentacles is like, it's represented by deer. Deer is all about like making sure that they're everybody has the food they can eat, everybody is safe, everybody, it's all about stability. And you both look at this. I really want you to see this. If you are really thinking that how, like going into this kind of self-blaming mode, don't do that, Aquarius. I mean, it's easy to say don't do that, but if you're doing it, please do understand that you are completely entitled to do this. No, we do not come here knowing everything. That's the whole point of life, that we grow every day. We learn from our learning, and everything has its own significance. Even though it may feel dark at the time, every darkness and lightness has its own importance. It comes with its own importance. But right now, look at this. Both are the same. Like, see how they're looking at. But this deer is looking at the light, and this horse is looking away from light. But this deer is guided by intuition with the moon and thinking about stability, and this horse is thinking about these empty cups and what they did not do in past. But you are transforming. You are changing your direction. You are changing your mode of energy, as you can see that how you have changed from this 8 to that 8 to star. This is beautiful. You are working on it. And with King of Swords, it came out right under King of Swords, it came Death and Two of Wands. You are getting more and more focused here, from Three of Wands to Two of Wands. Now you know exactly where to go, how to manifest this. You know your inner trust your intuition. This is the time where you need to trust your intuition as well, where you are getting this knowledge of unknowing, and at the same time let your intuition flow as well. And let this, you are getting, you are the, if anybody can really understand the process of death and process of emerging to something new, it would be you. Scorpio do it very, 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 very like diligently. They do it. Scorpio knows how death feels, and you know what death is. You are intellectually understand that importance of letting one understanding and one perception go and look at things in a different perception, different perspective. You understand that importance, and Scorpio does that in physical world. You do that, but you do that through your mind, and Scorpio does that through, like, it's like a lot of purging. Those are the two different things, two different way of doing it between Aquarius and Scorpio, how they deal with the death and transformation. The death here is that you are letting go of this. Please don't take it otherwise, but I feel like this control over that. You need to know things. You need to know every aspect of what's happening in the universe in order to really trust there. But you are very spiritual, you are very higher mind, you understand that there is beyond something that you cannot, but sometimes you need to understand. That's like, I know, but I need to, it's like that. Always this but comes when you say, but that control, you are letting it go. And the moment you are letting that control go, through that letting go, you are understanding the unknown. You understand the nuance there, and that making you very focused here. Whatever you are doing, it could be relationship, it could be your dream project, it could be your career, ambition, like creativity, whatever it is, take it as it vibes with you. But you are getting more and more towards how to channel this energy into something that you can produce something in the real world and share with people, whether share with a partner, whether share with a lover, whether share with a group of people, but it's gonna reach out to more people. Even if you love someone so deeply like lovers, that love touches other people. Anything that is so beautiful and spiritual, it cannot be contained within a bubble. The bubble has to burst out, and things gonna spread. Goodness always spread. Alright. Should I get more card? I mean, I always can get more card, and this reading can go on and on, right? But there is always this kind of stopping moment. I think I'm gonna stop here. Okay, let me get one more card for the death. Let's use this. Eight of Pentacles. What did I say? That control, that you have to control everything. You know, like putting everything in the like, save it from the rain, save it from the storm, save it from the, there is a nurturing quality to that. It's not just a tyranny kind of control. There is a nurturing control, but it still keep you within the you know, like I said, like a safety corner of your home. This is the perfect image representation of what I said earlier. Safety corner. Look at this image. You are letting go of that. You are letting go of that. You are realizing that safety, when you let yourself go, there can be huge sense of safety and huge sense of security outside of home as well. It's all in your mind, that how you feel safe and how you define protection. And protection from whom? This paranoia that you're gonna be targeted and attacked by the moment you step out of your house. And this house can be metaphorical as well. It doesn't have to be a literal house, it can be. But you know, like the moment you place a foot out of your safety or comfortable zone, you feel like attacked, you feel vulnerable, you feel paranoid. That is something that you need to work on. That is something you need to let go of. And that's what you do. That's what you are letting go of. That's what you are transforming there. With this understanding of unknown, the importance of unknown and how unknown functions. You are understanding the mechanism of how unknown functions. And more you understanding how unknown function through your mind, you understand that not knowing is the primal way of understanding unknown. It's a tricky things to understand, but I think you will understand this. Okay, let's get another card for Two of Wands. Actually, okay, let's see. Eight of Cups. So many 8 here. Look at this, Aquarius. This has 8 has a number. 8 has a huge significance in your. Look at this: 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 2 8 back to back, 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands. You got all 8 from the each element: Pentacles, Cups, Swords, Wands. 8 is all about bringing bridges between spirituality and the material reality. That's what you are doing. You may feel like externally like mouse, you are not ready to bringing that spiritual into the material world, but you are. Look at this, because you are really are. You are letting go of, you know that there is, all these cups are there, but there is something bigger that you need to go for, and that is that Lovers. You need to go for it. You need to go for this. 8 of Cups is this a sense of everything is, these cups are upside down, this cups has been spilled, but this cup is upright, and that person is looking at this cup. So there is a hope, there is a certain sense of knowing that there is something that it's there, and that's why it's divinely guided. Because his universe is telling you there is something that you really need right now. There is something that will vibe with you like magic if you just go there. And that person, you are realizing that. And now, the moment you realize that, everything becomes clear. The wands become lesser and lesser. You get more focused. Everything becomes more colorful. Seriously, it's just a beautiful reading, seriously. Alright, Aquarius, I think that's it for this month. I hope you enjoy it, and if you enjoy it, please do support the channel, and you know what to do. So alright, I will see you next time. Take care.